Not sure just what happened, but it cut me off. So warnings on the phone. So that'll make the house, another 2-3 feet. And then the base of it won't be like it won't be a sleeping space. I think I'm gonna do a loft at the top and a sleeping loft and what's down below. So that's the Wallapini. Working on the rainwater. So I've got call it the rain barrel, pressure rain barrel up higher. So this guy's up here. She's full of water. That I did not hook up yesterday only because I've got to replace the nozzle on the front. It's a 3/4, but it's not what I need to fit onto the garden hose. So I need to cut that and go digging through my used PVC to find the right piece and to see if that will give me enough pressure, better than that one, to push water down the hill to actually have enough pressure to water all the beds. Although that obviously is not an issue today because everywhere. So very, very muddy out here in this artificial desert. So, azolla, that's another thing. I got a few azolla experiments going. I'm trying to figure out the best water to grow it in. So this one, it's not doing too great. Once again, azolla is the fastest growing plant on the planet. And they say that about a lot of stuff, but just for the sake of this conversation. So azolla can double itself every day. This one I'm not doing too much with other than the air stone. I don't run the air stone every day because it doesn't really need that. But with all the moths and flies and the occasional lizard that falls in, I want the water to be oxygenated and aerated. The last time I did this, so many wildlife fell in there that the water just became putrefied, and I can't have that. You can't have dangerous water around you, and that actually is what that floating wood is there for. So if a lizard falls in, they can climb up on that. So I'm not noticing a whole lot of production out of that one. What am I using azolla for is composting. As well as it actually can be a livestock feed. It grows so fast, but obviously you have to have large tanks of it, which is the goal if I can figure out the best way to grow it. When you look online, and this is just another planter, it's just in the ground. Hang on. So when you look online, they say using urea and cow dung or horse dung is the way to do it, how they do it in the Philippines. I'm not too interested in doing that for a lot of reasons. I don't like doo-doo. It's number one. Two, I can't fathom putting manure in water and letting it sit with a plant in it. Like that's, I'm trying to find another way to do this. And so I'd rather have it be run by aquaponics or something else, but putting mammal poop in water generally doesn't ever work out too good for us. So anyway, there's another, and this is just in the ground. So if you can see down in the bottom of it, there's actually clay in the bottom of that one. This actually, they're not growing super fast, but they're growing. I think I actually have another. Oh, this is my floor, by the way. So this is what I've been working on also. When I'm out and about and I find flat stones, I bring them in here. I'll put sand and river rock in between to lock them into place so I have a flat place to walk. There's another, and everything is blown everywhere, unfortunately, because it just wasn't rain last night. It was a total storm and a lightning storm as well. That was a lot of fun. So there's another azolla planter I did a few days ago, and I believe this one does not have clay. I believe this one just has rocks in the bottom, and this is water from the koi pond, which is, so I think I have about 4 or 5 different azolla areas growing. What's growing the fastest right now is the one in the greenhouse. I just have a bottle in the greenhouse with a few. It's not even a bottle. I think it was like it was just a big drinking cup. And that I'll take you in there. I'll show you that one. And she actually is growing. Well, it definitely filled out the surface area. I did this because I was thinking that I'll put my coffee down. I was thinking in the greenhouse down here by the rocks, it would be a little cooler And that tends to be the case, it seems, because it seems that they're splitting and dividing. There's nothing in there. It's just pure, water. And of course, the occasional moth or whatever falls in and falls to the bottom. But the azolla is splitting and dividing or growing. So I'm not sure why that worked out. It gets relatively warm in the greenhouse, but the plants, where that is, it's on the ground and it's between rocks. And so maybe that keeps it a little cooler, or maybe it likes the reduced light in here. I don't know. Or maybe it's the water. Theoretically, the best place for azolla should be growing in water like aquaponics with fish. But one of the reasons that azolla is so popular is because it feeds off of CO2. It's a great CO2 collector. Some dead fish. Yep, one of the goldfish didn't make it. Poor guy right there. So the pond did not fill up last night. And there's azolla in here too. Although they're supposed to be, I don't really see it. There's mint that's growing in there, and back underneath you can't really see because I got it all covered up. There's mint, and there are elephant ears, and you can see the elephant ears starting to come up over the yucca. So the yucca is all over the property. So I'm just using that as a shade barrier and this little shade cloth. And so the azolla in here, they might have already eaten. I throw food in there, they rarely put in there. So I'm pretty sure that they actually have been eating the azolla. What did fail completely was the runoff channel for the greenhouse. And I kind of figured that. All right, the pond should have been filled up last night. It did not fill up because when the water came down the rain channel here, it pooled up right here. And I was playing with it, tweaking it, doing things, and it started raining yesterday while I was doing a bunch of other stuff, and I didn't put the rocks back that hold this piece of plastic down. So the water came down, pulled up here, ran over, and ran down, and you can even, I don't know if that's a hole, ran down into the greenhouse. And so I did, while I was sleeping last night, I noticed the puddle, and I kind of figured that it was failing. I didn't think it was 100% failure. I think it was 100% failure, because as much water as we got last night, looking at the wheelbarrow, this should have been totally filled up. Water should have ran off through the PVC pipe to the second pond, or it should have poured over the back. Neither happened. It was a total failure. So I'll get this sorted. I really should just put a rain gutter on this and stop playing with it, but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do everything at the best I can, sustainably and on a budget. And buying gutters and replacing, river channel, to me, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a channel of water. Why in the world do you need a piece of manufactured plastic when you've already got this right here that could work? So anyway, I think today I'll fix that. I need to go take a trip and go look at the dams and the dams and the road, because I'm pretty sure the river ran last night and a lot of it got washed out. And there's one of the little grow beds right here. Benjamina, it's either kale or broccoli, castor, broccoli, moringa, this wild thing that just grows like crazy that I can't stop. It grows in all my pots back in Pennsylvania, so that'll take over. This is a pineapple. What do we got over there? Oregano, more castor, a weed that's just growing like crazy in Pennsylvania. Hope she grows here. There's a little bougainvillea. This is waxalis. That's the purple thing that looks like a clover. That's a ground cover, spreads out, goes crazy. This is one of the local plants. Oh, somebody's eating my broccoli. There's a broccoli, sunflower. I think that's kale, broccoli. And you get the point. And what is this guy? This is agave. Back in Pennsylvania, someone gave me tons of agave. And so I got lots of these grow beds growing. The drip irrigation is starting to work out. She's doing the best that she can. Gosh, I just, when the wind goes crazy out here, it goes crazy and it just blows just everything everywhere. Anyway, I forgot what this was. Grows like crazy in Pennsylvania. I got it everywhere. Down in here, there's a whole bunch of dead, what was that? Avocados. But anyway, and the rest, well, there's some living, putting more avocado seeds in there. So anyway, didn't have enough time to do a full video, but I kind of showed you a few things I'm working on and updates. I need to go look at the road, get a shovel, and get to work. This is Gerard. Y'all have a great day.